It's my pleasure to run you through the journey so far for Digital Learning Magazine and what we have been doing. This is the first initiative in terms of doing an event specifically for the higher education sector. But to inform you that Digital Learning Magazine started off in 2006, way back, and we have just completed 50 consecutive issues of Digital Learning Magazine in January 2010, of which we had a small event like this in the same place, and many of you maybe have been the attendees of that summit as well. To take you through the journey of Digital Learning Magazine so far, as many of you must be knowing that Digital Learning is currently the only monthly magazine in India and maybe in the whole of Asia Pacific region which is focusing into ICT and education specifically. Well, our mandate has just not been only to publish magazine, but to nurture the whole e-learning community as a whole, not just in India, but across Asia Pacific and maybe across the globe. There has been a tremendous increase in the e-learning segment, both from the user end as well as from the technology providers end in the last few years. The revolution has been happening at the global level in many other countries abroad, but the wave has really touched upon the Indian shores over the last few years. And since even before it actually came to the Indian territory, Digital Learning Magazine started exploring this area because we thought, and particularly from the management level, that this sector is one area which needed a lot of knowledge sharing, a lot of exchange of experiences. All of us are trying to do a lot of new things, but we need to come to a conclusion to find out what is best for all of us. Our mandate is and will always be to promote technology in education, and this is the motto with which we have been working relentlessly for the last 4-5 years, and will be doing it in the coming time. Well, as I emphasized, knowledge sharing on ICT in education has been our mandate, and we have been organizing many forums like this. Many of you must have attended our previous events, which we do under the banner of E-India or the E-Asia. And in all these events and also the magazines that we publish every month, the core objective was to help the users, the technology developers, the researchers and the academicians, and also the policymakers in the government to understand the benefits of the e-learning in Indian education sector, adapt it, not just copy it, what has been there in the Western world, but to understand our core strength areas, our challenges, and customize it in a way which gives the best ROI and also the best outcome in terms of improving the learning environment and the overall education sector per se. This is a brief of what we did. I think I've covered most of these points already. So there has been a lot of engagement in terms of doing partnerships, and one of our biggest partnership has been with blessings of Professor Pillai out here with us, with IGNOU, and who has been almost inspiration and encouragement behind a lot of activities that we have been doing and that we will do in the time to come. This is a pictorial narration and a glimpse of some of the forums that we have organized before, like the E-India one. Last year, this year will be the 6th year of annual edition of India, and will be happening in Hyderabad in August 4th to 6th. And E-Asia, this year will be the 5th year of that event. We have done it in Thailand, in Malaysia, in Sri Lanka, and this time most probably in Philippines. Again, to give you a brief, that we have worked a lot on the policy research areas, on ICT in education, on challenges and opportunities on the national level, the development agenda and tracking the initiatives and the work of non-governmental organizations and international development organizations in the sphere of e-learning. We have been covering a lot of, from the corporate side, as I said, we have been covering across Asia, India, and the corporate world, and the event updates that have been happening all around. And just to nurture and give an opportunity to some of the champions of e-learning who have been working in different corners of the country, we have started off very soon, very lately actually, a section called My Journey in the magazine, in which we are profiling one person every issue to give the readers our whole network of stakeholders to understand that how each people is putting their contribution in terms of developing the whole community. So again, I will not take much time. I'll just again run through the slides. There has been a number of authors. Many of the authors are actually sitting in this dais. We are again extending our warm gratitude to all of them, and they have been our inspiration. They have been our contributors. As I said, we had a global reach, and we will continue to do so in the time to come. We have developed some very strong partnerships and alliances, and we will do it more so in the time to come. And definitely, we are not just a print magazine. We are also online, very much online. We reflect completely on the web, and all our issues are archived out there. In fact, many of you have been our online readers as well. So this is a glimpse of the portal of Digital Learning. And I end here and transfer and hand over the proceedings to Rajeshri to go ahead. Thank you. Thanks all.